Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this time we're playing as Bretonnia and we're up against this Skaven. So let's go and head over to the army composition and let's see what we have. So over here I got the Knights of the Lion-Hearted, Knights of the Realm, Variant, which got actually fear. They cause fear, they get magical attacks, they get anti-large. They don't have that great of an armor piercing, but hell, you don't need that against the Skaven because most of their units are well lowly armored and they have a lot of physical resistance, so that magic attack is gonna be quite essential. Some more Knights of the Realm over here, and we got the Juice up on this side, which is our main fighting force, the Grail Guardians, the peak of our army. And do we have more cavalry? I think we do. We got two mounted yeoman archers over here. The one is the variant of the Wardens of Montfort, which apply poison. I think they are a little bit faster. No, they just have a little bit of increased leadership. So for the front line, just gross stuff, as you can see here, some pitchfork dudes, peasant mob just riding in the front lines, just taking the hit, being the mid shield that we need, being backed in the further in the line by some spearmen at arms with shields on each flank, some men at arms with shields into the middle. Excuse me, we get some battle pilgrims on each flank as well. Two foot squires in order to counter any storm vermin with shields, heavily armored, pretty much the only unit they can bring armor with. And two, are they pox arrows? Yeah, two pox arrows in the back, because I want to apply poison wherever I need to, and just lower the melee attack of pretty much any target that I want, from a really good range, I might say. So for my enemy over here, some clan rats with shields as the front line. Over here he's got some store vermin with sword and shield. These guys will be excellent against all of my chaff except the foot squires. I think the foot squires can easily, not easily, but they will trade quite efficiently with these guys. But anyway, they're a powerhouse at this current playmats. So more clan rats with shields over here. Two warp lightning cannons protected by clan rats with spears and shields. And in the back he's got two plague monks along with two rat ogres and some more clan rats with shields in the back. So for his leadership he's got Lord Scroll over here with Liber Bubonicus, the Rod of Corruption, which is gonna tear apart my front line. Quite an excellent skill for this matchup, pretty much any matchup. Stand Your Ground, the Pestilent Breath to summon plague monks, which are gonna be excellent at harassing the back line. They're gonna cut those archers quite fast, and the plague alongside the Vermintide. So he also got an assassin over here, quite an excellent choice. If that guy gets to Fey, we're pretty much screwed. Concealment bombs, the trophy heads to lower the melee defense and melee attack, and rival hide talisman. And I probably forgot to point out I have the Fey enchanters with the regrowth, and the Earthblood along with the Mist of the Lady and all of the rest of the passive abilities. So let's begin the battle and let's see. So I'm trying to just get my mounted archers over here, but as you can see around the flank, just to start shooting the cannons, but just one shot, as you can see, just kills like more than 10 men combined from these two units. So I say, okay, let's just wander about. I give the order to go on the other side. This is where most of my cavalry is, so this is where we're gonna hit. The front lines are about to engage. Quite an excellent use of terrain over here. My opponent actually put the cannons up on the little slope over here. And over here I get a frontal charge with the Knights of the Realm, followed up by the poor peasant mob. And on this side I'm doing exactly the same, and I'm gonna follow up with the battle pilgrims. The Knights of the Realm are gonna pull back. We're just waiting for the mounted yeomen to arrive right now. Some cannon shots are being landed here. The Grail Guardians are, I think they are on this side, just getting some charges and fighting some clan rats with shields. These battle pilgrims haven't engaged yet. I'm gonna give them the order soon. As you can see, the front line fight is going, at least for now, rather well. But in the middle, where the plague monks are, at least I get my foot squires fighting plague monks, right? But over here, with Scroll dropping that Rod of Corruption, also a nice Comet of Cazador over there. But yeah, being Scroll being here, dropping that Rod of Corruption and any other skill, I'm a little bit just hesitant to go with the Feint Huntress in there, although I should have just engaged at least somewhere to cause the Mist of the Lady. It was just a mistake, I messed up over here. He's trying to get some Plague Monks back, but I get the Grail Guardians over here just to stop them at the right about where they spawn. The Feint Huntress is gonna roll back and just get some attacks with those Grail Guardians on these summoned Clan Rats. And over here I get a really nasty charge with the Knights of the Realm on top of these Rat Ogres. They're gonna do some massive damage on impact, but they're not gonna be that great against Rat Ogres. They will win, but not the amount that I would love to have. Over here I'm just gonna get a charge. I know there's spears in there, but I need to at least shut it down for a little bit. I see that the Rat Ogres are coming, so I'm gonna fail at that. I was trying to get a charge, but I probably just gave the order and hit the ground, as it usually happens. Over here just position my mounted yeoman archers to just keep shooting on the cannon, and soon enough you're gonna see that the mounted yeoman archers are actually quite good at taking out the pieces of these engines. And yeah, this other cannon unfortunately is gonna keep firing. So does this one, but this one I'm gonna try to shut it down anytime soon. So the how are these guys named? No, the Knights of the Lion-Hearted. They just got destroyed by the Warp Lightning cannons. I couldn't do anything to stop that, so this is the reason I actually brought these guys instead of Grail Guardians or something, Grail Knights or something like that, because they would get trampled. So I said just bring some tough, which is what I did. So the front line is not doing that well, as you can see over here. In the middle we have lost big time, but on the other sides we're still holding the lines. Yeah, his Plague Monks are in the back just trying to wreak havoc. I'm just trying to pull out my archers and just start shooting in these Plague Monks over here. Clan Rats just chasing down whatever they can get their hands onto. The assassin over here chasing down the Foot Squires. 34 models left alive over there, but yeah, eventually they're gonna come back. Some peasant mob are rallying. The Grail Guardians over here, 27 models still left alive, and they're just gonna keep rolling through. My strategy at the moment is just to keep the freaking Warp Lightning cannons occupied. And as you can see, the mounted yeoman archers did quite an amazing job. One cannon down, soon are more to follow, but he's getting some really nasty shots in here. And these guys, well, they're not gonna be able to hold. Let's see, are we gonna destroy anytime, any cannon? Anytime? I'm not feeling it. Come on. Okay, we won't. So the Rat Ogres are gonna get into the front line fight. A complete chaos for me. The balance of power is against my favor. The only thing that's standing is just some rallying units, some archers, and pretty much the Grail Guardians along with Fae. This is all I have right now. We got a small pocket of infantry over here, but they're a little bit secluded from the main force of mine, so they're just gonna get terror routed or fear bombed by the Rat Ogres over here and the rest of the Skaven. So we managed to destroy another cannon over here, although I don't know if it was worth it. Well, at least it's like half of the ammunition still left alive, and we killed it, so that's gotta count for something, right? I'm gonna try to get the remaining archers over here, but I think they're not gonna be able to do the work. And honestly, if I run against the Skaven next time again, I think about bringing like 4 yeoman archers, because 2 archers just standing on that cannon and shooting it till eternity and getting it destroyed, I think is an excellent choice. So for me it's gonna be 4 next time. So here, this is where the last stand is happening. The Feint Hunter is just fighting with his fellow peasants over here with spears. Some Foot Squires I think have rallied and are somewhere in this massive pocket. I don't know, and oh boy, Feint Hunter is just being ruthless over here, just getting those kills. The Grail Guardians are somewhere around. Oh yeah, they're just I know they're not great at charging, but still they get how much? 40 charge bonus, and if you get on lance formation, 52, so that is something. So I just keep cycle charging, just getting some value, and as you can see, we just clean up the whole Skaven force here, and Skrulk is left all alone, just fighting the Feint Hunters, the Grail Guardians. But soon another force is gonna follow up. The balance of power has shifted in our favor, because we broke this pocket over here, and Skrulk is all alone. And actually a lot of our forces are rallying, so yeah, this battle was mostly just trying to get my forces back together. Like every other second I was like, okay, pop, let's bring this unit here, let's bring this unit here, let's bring this unit here, let's micromanage a little bit about the Feint Hunters, and keep going, let's bring another unit. It was just trying to get units to rally back. So over here some battle pilgrims still left alive doing some work. I think these guys need a bonus. Like I think in Warhammer 1 they were performing a lot better, but they got I don't know, downgraded, nerfed a little bit, which is yeah, they should be performing a little bit better, at least in versus chaff units. Over here we get a massive chalice of potions, just destroying that clanrat unit with shields, also breaking the leadership of the Warp Lightning crew. But Lord Skrolk is still over here. I see that his assassin is all alone over here. I try to get the Grail Guardians and the rest of the boys on him, because he is the only threat to my Fey Enchantress at the moment. I don't think Skrolk is able to beat Fey Enchantress in 1v1. He's got 42-34 melee attack, melee defense, and he's got... Okay, that was Skrolk actually. So, no. Skrolk... Oh, actually he can. He actually can. Alright, so the last of the Warp Lightning Cannon has fired its shots over now. The balance of power just a little bit in my favor, but I still got my basic weapon, which are the Grail Guardians on launch formation. They're just gonna be tearing apart any unit. They're just gonna roll around freely. Honestly, this is the unit that I think is the most worth bringing into. And the rest of the cavalry that I brought was just to keep the Warp Lightning occupied, because I went really offensive with the Knights of the Realm, so the opponent of mine had to commit to them. Like if he hadn't, the Rat Ogres would get obliterated, and the Knights of the Realm along with the Lion-Hearted crew would just perform cycle charges and eventually break the spears and the Warp Lightning Cannon. So it was a great move for him to counter my Mounted Yeoman Archers and the Knights of the Realm, but he did, by doing that, he did another mistake of leaving the Grail Guardians all alone fighting. So we get a small pocket over here by just some rallying units. The assassin over here sees that Fey Enchantress is all alone. He's gonna drop the rival High Talisman and the trophy heads. If he was to get on Fey Enchantress, he would demolish her. So I was staying on top of my macro. I saw that he was trying to do that, and I just sent the order to just run around, just perform some circles. Some more rallying units coming all over. The Grail Guardians just getting that massive side charge over here, just tearing through whatever is remaining. Some Storm Vermin, 31 of them are still alive actually, like just keep rallying back and forth, pretty much like me. So since the Grail Guardians are here, I'm gonna send the Fey Enchanters because I feel safe. I'm always mindful, because that assassin or Skrolk might sneak past him, and they're gonna snipe the Fey quite easily, tilting the balance of the balance of power against my favor, and perhaps we're gonna get some penalty losses. So keeping the Fey Enchantress alive and healthy, that is, it should be a #1 priority. So my opponent drops another Clan Rats. He has been spawning Clan Rats and Plague Monks pretty much the whole game. This is what he got, how he got through the back line. Just look at the freaking bodies over here, like there's dead bodies everywhere, like oh my god, I only just realized that. Holy hell, look at the ground. Some Grail Guardians over here, possibly because of the Warp Lightning Cannon or Knights of the Realm, depends on what. Another graveyard over here, just oh my dear lord. So the Fey Enchantress just trying to she was trying at least, I think, to clean the Warp Lightning Cannon crew, because the assassin was trying to get on top of her. So I just leave the Grail Guardians over here, 13 of them. I've been dropping, oh, they get the favor of the Fey at the moment, getting that melee attack up to 75, and yeah, they're just gonna tear down these guys. What's going on over here? Just sent Fey over towards that way just to break this Clan Rat and actually try to rally some of these units back, although it was kind of a waste. I should have just brought the Fey Enchantress back. Over here I'm just gonna see a free unit of Warp Lightning Cannon crew, and I think I'm gonna get a charge, if I'm correct, or am I gonna stay here? I think I'm gonna stay here. So the Fey Enchantress manages to get some units back, the balance of power massively in my favor. She's gonna be riding back, just get into here. Another Rod of Corruption. Yep, another Rod of Corruption, which is gonna do massive damage. Not so much to the Grail Guardians, but it's gonna do massive work on the Foot Squires, and that's pretty much it. So I'm trying to pull out just to buy some time for these units to come back, but as you can see, they're just breaking on their own. The balance of power is back. against my favor, still in my favor, but not so much as it was a few seconds ago. So I say, okay, this is gonna be the last fight, this is gonna be it. So I get my knights in lance formation, my guardians, and I'm just getting a charge on this warp lightning crew. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna get on top of that assassin and scroll, and this is how it's gonna be pretty much it. Like the Grail Guardians are gonna, even just 13 of them, are they 13 still, or have they? No, they're now 12. So yeah, these guys will be my tool against both the assassin and the Lord Scroll. They won't be able to counter that. You see that I was keeping my micro on top with the Fey Enchantress. I saw that the assassin was coming after me. I just went in to get a strike on Scroll, and I'm just gonna pull out again, because I know that assassin is gonna be harassing me. I just need to trigger the Mist of the Lady, just make sure. Lady is the Lady Fey Enchantress is actually hitting quite decently, so just getting some hits over there should not be a problem at all. Just make sure that I don't end up in a fight with the assassin, and this is it. So a Pyrrhic victory, quite a fun battle. I thought I would have lost that because everything just fell apart. Skaven was literally everywhere. Summoned ones, basic ones, clan rats, you get it all. The warp lightning cannons were shooting non-stop. My strategy to shut them down wasn't that effective, and why the hell does it take so much time for the loader screen to appear? Come on, I wanna see the numbers. Come on, what the hell? Oh shit, I crashed. Alright, and we're back. Sorry for that crash. So as you can see over here, the Fey Enchantress managed to get 91 kills. I don't know, does the Chalice of Potion actually appear on the kill count now? Because I remember that every kill you took, you inflicted with the Chalice of Potions didn't actually count on the kill meter for some reason. I don't know. Whatever the case, quite a nice job from the Mist of the Lady. I mean, the Fey Enchantress. Peasant mob were just there to do what they do best, just being nonsense. The men at arms, well, one did great, the other one got obliterated, probably by Plague Monks, and they must have been the guys in the middle, taken down by Lord Scroll and the rest. The spears actually did quite amazing. The Battle Pilgrims, one of the two actually did a great freaking job, the other one not so much. The Foot Squires, decent job, but overall they got taken out by that Rod of Corruption. That was the big deal, and the swarm of summoned Plague Monks, to be exact, in my backline. The Peasant Bowmen did quite a decent job, stayed alive till almost the end. Just in the end they managed to rally, so to break, at least up until there, although they have been harassed so much, they still kept their line. They still just stayed around. Knights of the Realm and the Lionhearted, well, I just wasn't on top of my micro, because at the time I was trying to get into the back line, my front line was collapsing, so I had to act fast, and I pretty much wasted these guys. They could have performed a lot better, but they still did the job of just taking the notice the notice of the warp lightning cannons, and actually having to target them instead of my Grail Guardians, which, as you can see here, 322 kills. I'm pretty sure they could have racked up a lot more if I played even more offensively. The mounted yeoman archers did quite excellent. Most of the kills were just collateral damage, because I was aiming for the cannons, but still quite decent. And for my opponent over here, as you can see, Scroll 153 kills, probably from that Rod of Corruption. Plague Monks did quite decent. Pretty much the Warp Lightning Cannons did most of the job along with Scroll, and also a lot of kills that do not count, which come from the Plague Monks. So yeah, that was it. So a really nice build from my opponent over there. But yeah, it was just the Grail Guardians were a no match for pretty much anything in this roster. Perhaps Hellpit Abomination, no. I don't know, perhaps Hellpit Abomination can take them out, except the Warp Lightning Cannon, that is, but the Warp Lightning Cannons were busy. So that was it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like or a comment, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification button, and I'm gonna be seeing you next time. Bye bye.